Hello, Glamours. Welcome back to another episode of Tease the Nation. We have traveled to Mexico City to interview the band who had a joyride of fun creating their newest album, 301. Here are the Animal Plastics. How are you guys
Woo!
doing today?
Here we
Yeah,
are. That's us.
we're
Yeah.
doing fine.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
We're doing pretty
Good to
good.
hear. hmm We're excited to have you guys on.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
excited to answer the questions. See what you
Absolutely.
got.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, we've got some things for
Okay.
you. Don't worry.
So, what I wanted to ask, what is the glam and metal scene like over in Mexico?
Well, we got a lot of bands that are, bringing some hard rock and glam type of music. We got a couple of names we wanted to mention. We got a Friends in Magma Soul, which is a band that plays hard rock music. And there's another band called Stuff Gun that they play more like glam rock type of music. And I feel like, there's not only here in Mexico, but all over the world, there's a lot of bands that are coming back with this sound, bringing back kind of this 80s vibe. So I
hmm
feel like it's just like it's not just Mexico or the US or Europe, like the whole world, I feel like rock is coming back. So yeah, we cannot leave Mexico City behind, so we need to do our part.
Yeah.
That's
That
good.
that's what I've loved about this like revival of 21st century glam is it's popping up literally everywhere. Because in the
Yeah,
80s it was like America, England, and then every now and then you get a band from like Sweden or Denmark, but those were the hallmarks. Now it's like, okay, Italy, Russia, Mexico, everywhere.
yeah. Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah. So
All over.
gotta ask, have you guys had any crazy concert experiences you guys can tell us about?
Yeah, actually, Amy wanted to tell you about
Oh,
this.
Mm,
I don't know. Well, sometimes it happens just one thing per show. I mean, it was a time where all that all all the stuff that can go wrong
hmm
went wrong, really wrong. The
Spinal Tap.
mixer
Yeah.
died, so the festival delayed, and then people just get drunk. We really drunk that festival. We made a good performance, and then it's just like a movie,
hmm
girls coming to onto us, and there was some sassy thing, and then it was almost a fight. It was
Yeah,
a war ground, absolutely
we got into trouble.
madness. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep, well, that's rock and roll for you. If things went
Yeah.
smoothly, I don't think it would be rock and roll.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Especially if you're like a band starting out and you
hmm
gotta like, play shows that, people are creating, the venues, the shows, everything comes out of nowhere.
hmm
So things normally go wrong when you're starting out.
Right,
But that's part of being in a band. You need to like adapt to whatever happens.
right, right. I mean, it's the
You
whole
just get
reason they
through it.
created Spinal Tap is because there was enough stories of things going wrong that they're
It
able to
was,
make a movie about it.
Yeah.
yeah.
At least none of your drummers blew up mysteriously.
No, not yet.
Yeah,
Not
knock
yet.
on wood.
Gonna happen soon, guys.
Watch
So,
out, watch out.
so you guys have recently released your newest album, 301. Can you tell us about how the process was and how the album came about?
Well, yeah, I
Oh,
mean, me and Emmy, we are originally from a city here in Mexico called Puebla, which
hmm
is in a different state. So we actually had to move here to Mexico City because, it's the largest city in Latin America. So the music scene here is obviously larger. There's more
hmm
opportunities for musicians. So everything about the album was, around that idea of, you're leaving your home, we're leaving everything behind because we want to do music full time. So, 301 is the name, well, the number of the apartment where we
mm
live here in Mexico City. So that's why, it has that name because we were like, well, this is now our home. This is the place where we wrote all the songs and where this, rock and roll dream is starting to become a reality. So that's why we named it 301, and yeah, we're happy that it's now out, that you can listen to it now. Go and listen to it. And yeah, that's basically what it means and the story behind it. and we're happy that it has
We didn't
released.
know. We didn't know we were making an album,
Yeah,
but just like a domino effect, one thing comes after another. We met some people, then another, then we have a song, then another song, and now we have 301, and now everything makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the perfect match. It's a nice movie, actually.
yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
the best music always comes from what you don't expect to
I
happen.
was about to say that. I think the best albums always happen organically and not, okay, guys, we're going to sit down and we're going to make an album right now and we're going to go write like 12 songs.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, it was natural for us. Like it just happened.
And
Speaking more,
I enjoy the album a lot. I think it's probably one of my favorite albums that has come out this year. I have listened to it 6 times since in the past week. It's so good.
Thank you.
I
Amazing.
finished it
Thank you.
entirely in one night. It's probably the best I've heard this year.
and
And you
Oh,
that's
guys
wow.
have something to be proud of with that.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you both, first of all, for having us here so we can talk about it. But, it's good to know that, our music, especially, you like Spanish songs that are also resonating with you, even though you're like English speakers. That's something I think rock and roll can do, it transcends language, it transcends, frontiers.
Mhm.
So we're happy to be here talking about it and glad to know that you liked it and it's super cool to know that our music that we did here in this apartment has now, been traveling around the airwaves.
Yeah. Like you said, that's the beauty of music.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter, what gender you are, where you are economically, it doesn't matter what language you speak. We all understand music and we all understand great music. And that album is absolutely fantastic. We cannot express that enough.
thank you.
The power of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yep, power of
That's
rock and
what it
roll.
is.
Now,
Right.
speaking more on 301, Joyride is your most well-known song off of it. Can you talk about the story behind Joyride a little more?
Amy can tell you a little bit about it.
Well, I remember when we were making the final arrangement, we were watching the Indy 500. We like motorsport, and
Hmm.
Joyride is about adrenaline, about going fast, a big motor.
Hmm.
It was a nice vibe. So that's something that I really remember. It was a great moment. It was just right before to record the song. It was before to get in the studio, and I don't know what can you tell, Max?
Well, yeah, I mean, like Amy said, we were very inspired, about racing and fast cars, and we were thinking about making a song that was all about speed and adrenaline, because I feel like that's what's kind of lacking in rock
Hmm.
nowadays, a little bit of punch and adrenaline. So we were like, this vibe that it has is something that it just gets to you. You want to like,
Hmm.
I don't know, get it
Something you
out.
can drive your car fast to.
Yeah, yeah. So we were thinking about this feeling, and then we started like coming up with the song, with the riff, with the lyrics. And it's kind of like a tribute to all of this that we wanted to, show with the album, classic rock, even like the lyrics we're mentioning Motley Crue, like Motley Crue is blasting through my stereo. It's because, we wanted to express this love for this type of rock and roll,
Hmm.
but like bring it to new people. And also we mentioned Mexico. We wanted to know that even though the song is in English, this is a Mexican band and we're going down to Mexico to, rock it. So yeah, it's the first track of the album for a reason, and I feel like it's the perfect way to open it and to
Hmm.
introduce ourselves to new people. This is the Animal Plastics, and it's kind of like a slap on the face, like there
Right.
you go.
Right. Gets their
I
attention.
agree completely.
Yeah.
I really feel like that Joyride encapsulates the feeling of Dr. Feelgood of Motley Crue. It's
Yeah.
got that very loud, that punch, and it makes you feel like you want to speed 75 in a school zone. It makes you want to go play human bowling pins. It's
Yeah.
great. I love that song so much.
Both of which are Roxy's favorite hobbies, just saying that.
Oh
Oh.
wow. Okay, throwing me
All
under the
right.
bus like that. All
I
right.
got to. I have to. Someone has to keep you humble.
God. So we actually did we spoke on the transition of language in music. But I also wanted to ask you guys if you would be thinking about possibly doing like writing English lyrics for your songs like Luna or Vicio, which are my two favorite songs, so we can understand what the lyrics are about. Because, even with the feeling, I feel like a part of me wants to know what you guys are saying, and I'm like, this sounds so good.
Well, I mean, I feel like music sometimes a little mystery is kind of cool,
Mhm.
you know? And that
Yeah.
makes it special. For example, I know that Maneskin, for example, it's like a newer band, and they
Mhm.
also have like songs in like Italian.
Mhm.
And I feel like it feels kind of exotic and kind of like you don't know what they're singing about, but it sounds kind of cool. What I could tell you is that Vicio, it's kind of like you're addicted to a certain part of the women anatomy. That's all I'm gonna say. So like vicio, it's your vice, you're addicted to it. But it's kind of like in a not in a rude way, in a romantic rocker way, you know? I
Yeah.
feel like both of you will understand how it is, right? But
Right.
another thing that I wanted to let you know is that Luna it's all about being angry with someone that you used to love,
Mhm.
but they betray
I
you.
could
So
feel that. I
yeah,
could
so
feel
you're
that a
angry.
lot.
You're angry.
Right.
That's basically all about, like Luna, Vicio, that's what they mean.
Right. I mean, I think it's really cool that you guys keep your songs in Spanish because I mean, for
Oh
example, the
yeah.
Full Intentions, they have a song, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this because I'm gonna butcher it so badly, but they have a song in Swedish because their singer Lizzie Divine is Swedish. And it's like, I have no idea what they're saying, but I don't care. It's a good song. It shouldn't matter, if you can
Yeah.
understand the language or not.
Yeah, I don't really care about not understanding it. I
Right.
just want to know what the meaning was behind it because I'm like, I feel these emotions connotate towards it, but I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm correct with the way I'm
Mhm.
interpreting this song to be. And I was absolutely correct, so I no longer need this.
Yeah.
Cool.
If anything, it's more of a test to your musicianship that your musicianship is so good that you can encapsulate any audience and they don't have to understand what you're saying.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so kind of going back to the concert experience, what was your guys' like least favorite concert or a concert where absolutely everything went wrong and it just was a horrible
Well, we
experience?
actually already talked about that earlier whenever they talked about the craziest concert experience. That was probably the worst concert experience.
Oh, probably. My
Well,
I
bad.
didn't realize that would be a repeating question.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That was my bad. Editor's
Do
issue.
number five. We didn't
Yeah.
go over number five, actually. I skipped number five.
All right. Well, do you guys plan on playing any shows outside of Mexico City? Maybe the United States? Because I know me and Roxy would both love to come see you live.
what do you think of me?
It's a bit complicated, I guess. We
Fair
wanted
enough.
to.
Yeah, obviously we
We really
want to.
wanted.
I mean, obviously the fact that we have songs in English,
Hmm.
it's because we want our music to reach, as many people as possible.
Hmm.
And I mean, we would love to play a show in like Los Angeles and play like the Troubadour or play a New York City show, something like that. That would be a dream of ours. We need to grow a little bit more. We're just
Hmm.
starting out. This is our first album, but I mean, this is just the start of it, we want to conquer the world. It's gonna take time. Obviously,
Hmm.
it's gonna take a lot of work, but we definitely want to like do the US, do Europe, maybe Japan even, They love rock music and they love glam rock in Japan. So there's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely cities and places in the US we would love to play. Um, Also like other countries as well.
Hmm.
We gotta keep working, I guess. So it's on us and uh obviously things like this, having people, listen to our music, even if you're from another place, it really motivates us to keep going
Hmm.
and maybe, see that this has the potential to be bigger than what it
Right.
is right now.
Right. And also,
You know,
unfortunately, things are just so expensive for independent bands to travel, you know?
I was just
And
about to say that.
bureaucratic stuff.
Yeah, painfully
Yeah.
aware on expenses. And it's like, I guess that's a kind of good thing that you guys are independent because you can do what you want. And you don't have a record label breathing down your neck. But at the same time, you don't have that support of a record label that can finance a tour, to Japan, to Sweden, to the US, and, put you in a nice hotel and a tour bus.
We don't have
Yeah,
it yet.
not yet.
And not just
Yeah,
staying in a
Not
yeah.
yet.
Motel 6
Yeah.
by the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some crusty hotel in New York. It's where all the best stories happen.
Always, always. Listen, the roaches add character.
They do. They do. It builds
absolutely.
character.
And I
Yeah,
have
I
to say,
mean,
if
uh-huh.
this album, if any of your other albums are going to be growth from this, I have to say I am very excited to see that because this album is already like
Hmm
awesome. So if if anything past this is better, it's probably going to be some of the best music we've ever heard.
Roxy might actually pass out listening to the next album if it's any
I
better.
might, I
I might have to
might.
fly over to Florida and give her CPR.
Damn, we gotta make it good then now.
Mhm.
Yeah. We're under pressure now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
No
pressure at
pressure,
all.
no
Don't
no
worry.
pressure.
Don't
pressure at
worry.
all. Yeah, I mean, definitely we understand that, like you said, going out of just touring, even inside of Mexico, it's quite expensive.
Hmm
And we understand that it's difficult. Obviously, rock music, you still have to do like even more work to
hmm
make it work, but we're happy to do it. This is what we love, and yeah, we're gonna keep doing it
We
until
need rock.
something happens.
Yeah, we just need rock in general to take over the world again, like it's 1985.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's
Ooh.
gonna happen. We're gonna do it. We're
It's
gonna do
gonna
it.
happen, I'll run up to Geffen if I have to and take over. Sign all my buddies.
It's onto it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do after this interview, actually. Me and
Oh yeah,
Roxy are
yeah.
hijacking Geffen.
Who's we? I did not agree to this.
Roxy, you don't have a choice.
We gotta
What?
gotta go. All of us are gonna go.
Yeah, all of us.
We are all going.
We are all going. I'm gonna
So
put in my autobiography. It's gonna be great.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So you guys already have a few music videos out for your newest album. Are you thinking about doing any more, or are you not really thinking about doing more music videos for what you currently have? Because I love the music videos you guys currently have out, and I think they are perfect. Um,
Well, the three of us are stoners, so we have many ideas. We have
Yeah, we have a
many
lot of
initiatives.
ideas.
There are many screenplays.
Yeah, sometimes
that-
the problem is that we have too many ideas and we need to like choose the one that's gonna work for a music video.
hmm
But yeah, I mean, of course, I believe like there's some songs that people have resonated with, like the new songs that were like not singles yet. So maybe one of those songs, if we see that people are really digging it and they are streaming it and playing it, maybe we will do like just one last music video for the album just to promote it a little bit more. You just gotta let us know, what's your favorite song of the new bunch, and yeah, we can make it work. We like Emmy said, we have a lot of ideas.
Yeah. Too many ideas, and you're like,
Too
the
many.
voices.
Yeah.
a person who thinks all the time, it's you're
Roxy,
over
don't
and
fool
over and
yourself.
over. What?
Yeah.
I know you just have two crickets in your head playing ping pong. That's the entirety. All right. Well, I believe that's all our serious questions. Roxy, you ready
Well,
to move
actually,
on?
no, we have one more serious question. We were going to ask, who are you guys' musical influences?
I'm a hot mess tonight. I'm sorry.
You
Roxy.
are.
Well, we have a lot. I mean, Emmy and I listen to different types of music. I mean, we're rockers, yes, but
Mhm.
we're also fans of music. We're not only listening to rock music, we listen to a lot of different styles and genres. Like we really just love music overall, so we take from everywhere we can. I don't know, like there's too many things. Obviously, there's like rock music in Spanish that
Mhm.
inspires us. There's obviously like classic rock that we listen to. There's even like I really like hip hop music. I really like electronic music. Both of our parents, like me and my dad and his dad, are both DJs.
Hmm.
So, we listen to a lot of music since we were like kids. So I don't know, like obviously, the classics like Motley Crue,
Iron
uh,
Maiden.
Iron
That's it.
Maiden, Judas Priest, those are the type of influences that I feel you can hear in our music. But I really like also Gorillaz.
I
Gorillaz
love the
is,
Gorillas. Yeah.
yeah, it's one of my favorite bands. Led Zeppelin, I also like it a lot. And we listen to a lot of, Mexican music as well.
Hmm.
So that definitely will influence, especially our songs in Spanish, I feel. But yeah, there's a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, this question can be like 10 minutes. Like I'm just gonna stop right there.
I mean, as it should be, because I feel like any like person that's really serious about their music doesn't listen to one genre. Artem of Van Wild mentioned this that glam metal musicians who only listen to glam metal, right? Their albums sound the same. But if you pull in other influences from rap, hip hop, other genres of rock, you get something unique and unique to yourself.
Yeah, definitely,
You create
because
your own sound.
we
Yes.
we we didn't want to be like a revival band, like
Hmm.
we don't really want to be that. Like we have a lot of 80s music, 80s rock influence, of course, and we like that. It just comes off naturally, but we
Hmm.
don't want to like revive anything because like we always say, nothing needs to be revived. Rock and roll is live and well. No one is saving rock and roll. No one is reviving anything. Rock and roll is
Hmm.
fine. You just need to keep going and keep creating music. So like we just want to do our own thing and have little pieces of different things that we are stealing from different artists and different types of
Yeah.
music. Just blended everything, put some, chili pepper because we're Mexican and just, get something out of it. And it's the animal plastics.
You steal, and you're like, all right, Motley Crue, I'm just gonna take a bit of that. I'm gonna take
Right.
this from you, Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin. I'm
A
gonna add
little
a
bit
little
from
bit
the
of spice in
Gorillas.
there, tap tap, and we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we now move on to the unserious questions, or
We
is there
can.
more?
We are out of serious questions
Okay.
now. You're welcome.
All right. All right. We're good. All right. We're gonna start off with a simple one. So this is for Max. Yeah. So besides singing, do you guys have any other talents that we don't know about?
Um, well, I don't know. I used to draw a lot when I was like younger. Not anymore, to be honest. I like anime, like don't tell anybody. But I used to
Uh,
draw a lot of anime when I was like younger. I don't do that anymore. I don't have enough time, but I used to do that, and I was kind of good at it. Um, Other than that, I would say video games. Like both Amy and I are like super gamers. Like we love video games. If we're not making music, we're
We're
probably
playing
playing
video
video.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we do.
catch the animal plastics on stream, y'all, or Twitch,
All right,
whatever it
guys,
Twitch.
is.
we're gonna go snipe them in Call of Duty. Let's go.
Well,
Yeah.
meanwhile, I'm gonna run around in a circle because I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh God. So, what is the weirdest thing that happens to you as a musician?
It's a
Like
lot
fan
of weird things.
encounters or shows or just people coming up to you on the street.
I think that's after sorry, my bad. I mean the TikTok dancing. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like TikToks and things like that. Like sometimes, being a musician right now, you know, it's kind of weird. You
It
need to
is.
do everything you
Media
can
content.
to promote your music, and there's people that will come to you and say like, "Hey, your music's really good, but you know what you should do? You should dance on TikTok to promote it." And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, we would do what we need to promote our music. I feel like that's the weirdest part of being a musician nowadays. that people kind of expect you to do weird things in social media nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, we are weird anyways, so and we really would love our music to be in front of all, a lot of more people, but we are not really fans of TikTok like
No,
like that.
understandable, because you gotta please the algorithm gods and make just the
Yeah,
right content that
I
you
feel
know.
that's the weirdest part for us. Like we understand that's the game and we're willing to play it and win the game,
Mhm.
but it's just weird. We don't
It
really
is,
like it.
yeah.
But
Lip syncing in front of a camera, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah,
ugh.
yeah.
It's just as weird as you guys think it is. I do it all the time. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
is.
weird. You take like 6 different takes, and each time you're like, that was worse than the first.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
then you
that's
look at
what,
your phone gallery and it's full of all the takes that you don't want, and
yeah,
you're like, ah, I don't like this.
yeah.
It's
And
so
you gotta pick like the
fun.
least worst out of all of them.
Yes, yes,
It's like picking the runt out of a litter of runts.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So Mexico is rumored to be one of the most haunted places in the world. If you're willing to tell us, do you have any paranormal experiences?
Well, kind of, yes.
mm,
Mexico is weird, I feel. Um, we are very Catholic,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also like a lot of legends and things like that of like the Aztecs and the Mayans, and so we got a mix of like things and legends, like La Llorona, which is like the weeping woman.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of
It's
her.
if you're here in Mexico City, you're supposed to be able to hear her like weeping, and she's like a ghost that is looking for her children. And I don't know if it's that or just a drunk guy on the street. Sometimes you don't know.
Yes, to both.
Yeah, or maybe both.
Yeah.
but we are afraid of the La Niña Perro.
Ah, yeah, La Niña
That
Perro.
thing really scared us.
It's like there's like a video. You should look this up. I'm gonna send it to you after the interview. Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
yes, thank
it
you.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you go to YouTube and you search for it. It's like an it was broadcasted on the news and it's like half woman, half dog, and it was like recorded on like
Streets.
CTV. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's very scary, and it was like on the news, so everyone was like, oh damn, it
See,
might be real.
I would have cried if I saw that in real
Yeah,
life.
imagine you're just like walking at night, trying to get home, and you see this like half dog,
Nope.
half woman. Yeah, it was.
Nope. The other
There's
direction.
But that's just one. I don't know. There's too many things. Mexico is kind of surreal, and I don't know. There's too many legends. It is kind of haunted. I guess. I've never experienced something supernatural, to be honest. But
Knock
there's
on wood.
yeah, just like going out the street in Mexico City is already surreal. So
Yeah.
yeah, nothing will surprise you anymore.
You see, I think the biggest question I have about the half dog, half woman, which part is half dog, which part is half woman? Like, does it have a human head and a dog body, or does it have a dog head and a human body? And if so,
Legs
Um,
how does
are
it
the
bark?
dog
Does
part.
it bark, or is it actually a bark? Like,
yeah,
I have many questions about this.
I'm gonna send it to you. Like I said, I'm gonna send it to you afterward. It's kind
Please
of like
do.
a woman with dog legs and like dog face. It's
Runs
just
like a
weird.
Okay,
dog.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
it
it
sounds
runs like a
interesting.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like find her anytime soon.
Yeah. Again, I would have cried and run the other direction if I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wouldn't say my
Horrible.
state's perpetually haunted, but there's a lot of like Civil War stuff. Because I'm
yeah,
in Maryland and Pennsylvania, their sister like state. A lot of Civil War ghosts and stuff. So that's as weird as it gets down here.
yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that I don't have to deal with those cryptids because oh, I don't think I'd
Yeah.
leave my house.
We also
I'm
had,
in Florida.
the
I live in
chupacabra.
Oh yeah, I've heard of. I watched a documentary of that whenever I was like 7,
Ooh.
and I got so scared.
Yeah, that's like a very old one, the
Mhm.
chupacabra.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was as a kid, I didn't know that it just sucked goat's blood. Like as a kid, I was perpetually terrified this thing was gonna come kill me. And I'm like, I live in Alabama, and I'm like, it's coming for me. And my dad's like, you're not even anywhere near where this thing is. You're fine.
Don't you have like the Appalachian Woods or something in Alabama? The trees are alive.
Like
Yeah.
with the Wendigo or something like that, right?
Kind of, kind of. Okay. Because there's parts of Pennsylvania that are part of the Appalachian Mountain. And it's like, yeah.
People go
um,
missing and things
Yeah.
like
the
that,
It's
right?
wild cryptids of Alabama are this elusive species known as the meth heads.
The method.
yeah.
You walk out on the street, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna see a giant, tall, pale, white, skinny man walking towards you, going, "You got $1?"
Oh,
Sorry, that was me. I just went out for a little too long.
we're gonna have to go tour Alabama, and then we're gonna encounter those
Yeah.
at our
And
shows
Oh
Florida.
probably.
god.
And Florida, the Florida man.
But yeah, as of right now, I live in Florida. I live near like 15 minutes from St. Augustine, which is supposed to be like one of the hauntest places in America, most haunted places in America. Um, and my dad is a paranormal investigator. So
Ooh.
we've been to a few of those haunted locations, and it's very interesting, definitely. Especially the old county jail. I think the county jail's one of the worst places.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds haunted.
uber haunted.
There's a bar not far from about an hour where I live where it used to be a crematorium. And now
Oh.
it's a bar.
Now it's a
Yeah,
bar.
now it's a
Why?
bar. And the owners were like, yeah, before we put the cement floor down, there used to be a lot of activity down there, like things flying. And I'm like, I had the
Oh,
heebie-jeebies the entire time I was there.
yeah.
You're
Interesting
getting a
place.
drink at the bar and you look over and you see a pile of ashes with a mouth that says, "Yo, can I get a shot?"
Whatever you want, brother, just don't possess me.
Oh, good. So, in the song Mexican Style, you talk about how you guys party till you die. What is the longest party that you have ever held or been to?
I don't know. We both have experience. I don't know, Amy. What's the longest one for you?
Well, I don't know, but I know I'm the last one standing.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw everyone dying. I had to take everyone home, but it's been wild.
Yeah, to be honest, Emmy is the one that saves our lives every time that we party till we die. He's the one that makes sure that
I
we
am the one
don't
who cannot
actually
die.
die.
I
Yeah,
cannot die.
He's the
He's
one
going to
that
make sure
flings
that
you over
death
your.
isn't permanent.
yeah, Emmy, like literally, Emmy has saved my life a couple of times, probably more than I can remember because I was, you know,
And I exposed
probably
his life more
yeah,
times than he can
too,
tell.
too. Sometimes he needs to save me because he's the one that put me in that situation in the first place. But
So
he will
you
always save me.
you owe him your life, but also he owes you his life for putting you in those situations.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we've been, I mean, there's a lot of stories that we have that maybe we cannot talk about them here, but what we could tell you is that you know, we've been friends for a long time already. I know him since we were like 16 years old, and now we're in our 20s, so it's been a long ride. We have a lot of stories together, and we've definitely party a lot, and we've got into situations where we've put our lives maybe in danger or in, you know, weird weird situations. Maybe
Mhm.
the Niña Perro and the Chupacabra were involved.
Maybe,
Maybe, just maybe.
just maybe.
But
Just maybe, just maybe.
but yeah, you know, that's part of being young, and especially if you're in a rock band, you need to rock, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it comes
Yeah.
with the territory. Like
It
if you're
comes
not
with it.
partying, are you
Yeah.
really in a rock band?
Yeah, how can you write songs about partying if you're just sitting in your couch, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. See, that's why I don't write songs about partying because I don't party. I'm like, I see no reason to lie that I party. I see no reason to say, "Oh yeah, I'm so wild. I party, I drink, I do drugs." I don't do any of that. If you call me up, I am likely sitting on my couch watching some guy play Papa's Pizzeria on my TV. I am not doing shit.
In other
Sounds like a
words,
great
we would
plan.
love if you invited us to one of your parties if you were ever in the area.
We will, we will. You know, you can listen to the music as well, and you will feel the
Oh,
same way if
oh,
you're.
absolutely. Yeah. Now, we would love to hear those stories, but we also do not want to sacrifice our content and get
Of
banned
course.
and or put on the blacklist or put you guys in harm's way because you talked about things that you couldn't. So let's move on
Yeah.
to the next question of oh, what's your dream venue to play anywhere in the world?
Ooh, dream venue. I don't know, maybe Wembley.
Oh, that's a good
Wembley
one.
Stadium would be cool.
Mhm.
I
The
mean,
stadiums are great, but what I like the most is the small scenario right in the middle of the arena.
Hmm.
That thing and just full of people.
The mosh
That's
pit.
yeah.
something I want to do. A
It's
small
the mosh
scenario
pit.
right in the middle.
Yeah, like
Mm.
like last Emmy went to like the last Metallica tour, and they were doing something
Yeah,
like that. They had like the
something like that.
stage in the middle of the stadium. Something like that will be really cool because I feel like that way you can feel all the people are watching you, and you know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
I guess that adrenaline rush of being there will be unimaginable. I
Hmm.
guess. Hopefully one day.
I
Oh,
I've
definitely.
been in one singular mosh pit my entire life, and I will never do that again.
I've never been in one, nor do I want to, just because given my height, and my weight, I think I would get thrown around like a piece of
It was
paper and
bad. It
crushed.
was bad. Okay. It was like 3 years ago, and Max Sabbath had come to my town. The Black Sabbath McDonald's tribute band that are great. I
Okay.
love Max Sabbath, by the way. Um, and they had this huge mosh pit that started in the middle. I was away from the mosh pit, might I mind you. And this like 600-pound Discord moderator who's not wearing any deodorant presses up against me from behind and squishes me between him and the stage. And I'm like, oh my God, get off of me.
Your
Yeah, I
life
The
mean,
just
smell is putrid. Axe body spray, please.
oh my God.
It was so bad. It was so bad. And then after it was all said and done, then the lead singer throws out this giant inflatable donut and gets
okay.
in it and starts crowd surfing on the thing.
Okay.
And by the way, this venue it's a tiny ass venue. It's probably as big as like as an apartment, like as an open air apartment. That's about as big as the venue is, and the stage part is like half of that. So
Okay.
it's like this
It sounds
cramped
interesting.
space.
Sounds like a fever dream. The
It
kind of
was.
the kind of dream that after you've taken too much Walmart melatonin.
It was absolutely that.
Yeah,
So,
shows can get crazy.
Hmm.
so I actually had a question about the album cover of your album. I wanted to ask who first of all who painted that because that is beautiful, and two who was the inspiration behind the album cover? Like did they have like any person in mind whenever they did it? Because it is just gorgeous. That is one of the most gorgeous cover arts I've seen.
Well, yeah, it was a friend of us. Her Instagram is Nifer Arte, and she did it with I wanted to have this 80s kind of vibe to it. I feel like it kind of has this old heavy metal type of cover art feel to it. We really wanted to do something like that, so it could be different to, other bands that are coming up with albums. You could identify like this is a rock album. There's
Hmm.
no question about it. You look at it and you're like, okay, this is a rock album. And
Yeah.
yeah, I did like a sketch of it and I sent it to this friend and she did like the colors and all of that. We do have like the actual painting and we're probably gonna like do a giveaway for it. Um but yeah, like we wanted to have this like 80s feel to it, very rock inspired with the hair, the snake, the eyes, the glowing eyes. I feel it looks very like heavy metal.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, we were not thinking of like a specific type of girl. We were just inspired by 80s big sense and this I don't know, maybe a little bit of religious
Mhm.
thing going on over there, but
Yeah.
it's just rock and roll. I feel like that's what we wanted to I don't know, to make you
To
feel like,
emulate.
yeah, this is just a rock and roll album, man.
Mhm.
I know what I'm getting into, you know? This
Right.
is not gonna be indie rock. This is not gonna be yeah, this is just rock and roll.
It is such a beautiful album. She did great work with that cover.
She did.
I say that as someone who paints and draws myself. That is just gorgeous work. And she did an amazing job. It's beautiful and it's perfect for what your album is. I feel like it really feels like that's what is supposed to be your album cover. It emulates what's going on inside of the album, and I love it so
Cool.
much.
Yeah,
I
that's what we wanted.
Yeah, I agree
Cool.
with Roxy. It has a, I'm gonna call it like a retro new wave feel. It definitely feels like it could have been on an album in the 80s, but also it's like got that modern metal touch, and I love the cover so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
All right, well, we got one more question for you. And Roxy wants to know that if you guys were women, what are
Me?
some glam rockers that you guys would be goo-goo for?
What's the question again?
Oh God. So if you guys were women, right, and you were
Okay.
in, like, let's say you're in our shoes, right?
Okay.
What are some like 80s rockers or just rockers in general that you would go goo-goo for, like you would fangirl over?
Um, okay, I guess, I mean, I just like Slash a lot. Um, I guess I would fangirl Slash. I mean, I love the way he plays, and he has a cool style, you know. Since I was a kid, I feel like he's one of my idols. So I guess, yeah, I will be fangirling all over Slash. Um, yeah, I guess. I
Fair
guess
enough.
Slash.
I'll go for Dove McKagan, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing else to say about it.
He
You
was
don't need to
It doesn't
explain
matter
You don't
yourself.
his
need to.
age,
Yeah, he was
just
handsome.
Dove.
You
Yeah.
cannot
The
say
young
he
Dove,
yeah.
The
every
great
Dove
thing about
was
Duff, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If he was drunk in the 80s, he would probably have kissed you.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Amy's right.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't
He's
care.
like, you got lips and you're near me. Come
Yeah,
here.
look, it's been documented that he's kissed 4 out of 5 of the members of Guns N' Roses. So,
Oh,
Yeah. I guess we would be probably Guns N' Roses groupies if we were not.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
We
solid
are right
choice.
now.
Solid choice.
Solid choice. Solid choice. I agree with
Yeah.
the ranking of Slash. I very much agree with that. That's great.
Also, I feel he's kind of weird. You know, have you seen his
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah, yeah. I think it's a trauma response though to all the weird things that he's experienced and
Yeah,
in the 80s.
yeah. He's like he's kind of weird, but
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Anytime he posts those pictures, he taps back into an old repressed memory of walking in on David Bowie fucking his mom. He just taps into
Exactly.
that old trauma, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this needs to come out."
The 1,000 mile stare, or
And then post a photo of Snow White's boobs.
you're right.
Yeah, every time you see something weird on Instagram, you just need to look at the user and it's probably Slash posting
Slash.
that.
99% of the time it's Slash. You're
My
like, I
question
knew
is,
it.
Yeah.
why is it always when I open up my Instagram in public or in front of my mom that the slash
It's
post
Slash.
comes up?
Yeah. It's like we get it. You like boobies. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
We
get
all
it.
like boobies, but yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You don't gotta advertise it to the world like that.
Yeah.
But it's also slash. I don't think he has any self-respect anymore.
Yeah, he
No.
doesn't care.
He
I
doesn't
don't think he
care.
had self-respect to begin with.
None of the 80s
Yeah.
rockers did. I'm sorry. None of them did. No self-worth, no self respect. Just went out the window.
No,
The
because they were all
moment they started
whores.
playing an instrument, out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right. Let's
So-
wrap this up before it goes off the rails a little too much.
Mm.
Yeah. So right now, this is your opportunity to plug anything new you have in the making, or for your social media accounts for people to go follow you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, go follow us on every social media. Well, we are like the same on every social media. The Animal Plastics. Go listen to our new album 301 on every streaming platform. And yeah, support independent rock bands. Thank you again, Emelia, Roxxi, for doing this. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to talk to you and talk about our music and chat with us. It was fun. So yeah, keep supporting, independent bands, rock bands. Rock, like we said, is alive and well. We just need to keep spreading the word, and this family is gonna grow and grow more and more. So yeah, we're gonna be playing more shows, writing more songs. We're gonna keep rocking. So yeah, stay tuned for everything. And yeah, give us a follow everywhere. And thank you again.
Hell yeah. Well, that's all from us here at Tease the Nation. Thank you so much, the Animal Plastics, for joining us today. Go stream 301 right now, and we are going to go dancing tonight. Can you guys teach us some moves?
We do this one.
Like the
The
hippie.
banger.
Yeah.
The
I'm gonna
best.
get a concussion if I do that, but
That's the best rocker move.
my
Now
brain's gonna
let's
go.
get... You gotta spin in a circle. You're gonna pull the Axl Rose, hop on one foot, spinning in a circle, round and round and round.
Yeah, right.
All right, everyone. Bye-bye.
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 Peace out.